Hello guys, I hope you're keeping well. We're still enjoying the sunny days down here, and I'm making use of the dry season to finish up on a few things that I have to do here in my home, which I cannot do in the rainy season because it gets so muddy and it becomes so difficult working on the ground. I have lots of waste material from construction that are scattered around the compound, and we're just trying to collect them so that we can reuse them. I've got here broken bricks, concrete and stones, and today my focus is on the walkway. We already did a driveway, so I'm going to have all this arranged on the walkway to keep the ground firm. I always told you this land is swampy and it gets very soggy in the dry season, so it's important that we have stones that are going to firm it up before we can add the sand and finally the concrete blocks, which we call Cabro here. I think Cabro is a brand name. So we first dug out the topsoil, which is usually clay, and I think it gets firmer as you go deeper, so that soil is what is going to mess us up most. So we took it out and then we are replacing that area with the stones and concrete. My farmhand is on the other side and he's been really helpful in giving this home a new image and just doing all the maintenance around the home. Though sometimes I have to instruct him on what to do because I love landscaping. But he's a fast learner and he's a good listener, so we are good. I have the ideas, we both have the manpower, so together we're going to make this home some little paradise. Every change we make in this home every day, however small, however slow, really makes me happy. And the fact that what is done and we won't have to do it again is such a plus. I have all my plans written down and I'm just checking boxes one at a time. If you're in the process of building a home, I know just how difficult it can get. We could be limited by finances or other resources, but I'd just love to remind you that you can always do the little you can with whatever you have. You don't always have to wait for that lump sum to do big things. Do the little ones that you can do. Even Rome wasn't built in a day. Good things take time. And learn a few DIYs, they really save you a lot of money. The driveway is also not complete yet. We only did the bit where we were going to plant the flowers, but we still have to dig out the topsoil on the driveway and then put the stones, just as we are doing with the walkway, and that we'll be doing in the coming week. Looks like we're going to use all the waste materials we collected from the compound on the walkway, so I will have to order more stones for the driveway. I separated the two because I have two gates. I have a walk-in gate and a drive-in gate, so that's the reason I have to put up this walkway here. I know somebody might be wondering why they have to be two, yet they all lead to the same home. So we're going to have it leveled and then we will have the paver blocks at the top. In other news, my red roses are giving me a big smile today. Apparently my plants thrive in the dry season. The water must be too much for them in the wet seasons. My farmhand just informed me that our well has dried up and this is the only source of water we have here. Anyway, I don't intend to have a well here. All I need is an underground water storage tank. That's what we're gonna turn it into. And I just spotted our first mulberry fruit. I think it should be darker than this when it's ripe, but I am so excited about this. One thing I love about gardening is that you'll never go hungry. Today I have a banana that is ready for harvesting, and this little banana farm of mine has continued to produce fruit every now and again. It is so huge. I'm just trying to figure out how I can bring it down without damaging it or without hurting myself. When the bananas are huge, they usually get so heavy, so we give them some support to ensure it grows to maturity. Otherwise, it could just fall off before it is ready. I'm trying to bring it down skillfully so it doesn't just fall at once. And thank God it got a soft landing and there are no damages. Did you know that a banana tree only produces one fruit? And after that, you just have to cut it down. So the tree that is left after harvesting your fruit is supposed to be cut down flat to the ground, because if you leave it, it's gonna eat up the nutrients that the others need to grow to maturity. Here we don't have a lot of uses for the tree other than giving it to our cattle, but I've seen in other videos where the stem is cooked and given to chicken. I think I'll try that. I haven't tried and I don't know if our chicken would really love it. So these are supposed to be ripe bananas, so we're going to keep them until they are ripe, then we can enjoy them. I've called in a rider to come and carry it home, where we will keep it in a warm place until it gets ripe. So I'm not done with today's tasks. I'm going to carry on with the other project that I had to do today. The clouds have started gathering and looks like we're going to have rain anytime this week. So I'm preparing our planters for the driveway for planting. I brought in bags of compost, which I'm going to add to the soil that we had brought. And anytime the rain falls, we are going to plant. This is definitely the most exciting project of this month, and I can't wait to have the flowers in the planters. I can envision what my driveway is going to look like in a few months to come. My rake is so wide it couldn't fit in here, but I'm going to mix up the soil and the compost, and then as soon as the rain falls, we're going to plant. It's always important to mix the compost and the soil. When you plant in pure compost, it burns the plant, so ensure that you mix before planting. Thank you for watching and always hanging out with me. I hope to see you again in the next one. Have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.